What up, YouTube? So you got your boy Alex. You got Squirt in the house.
What's
Squirt's over here getting a final part list together. Squirt, if you want to give him a rundown, what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm about to get some new rods in here. I'm going to get new pistons as well, but the pistons are going to be the same size as OEM. We're going to get a new water pump, oil pump, gates, timing belt, new seals, the whole entire thing. Get my fuel rail, my injectors, all my stuff, my valve cover head from the old Miata. Throw on this one, it'll all fit since it's all the same 1.6. So it should work out pretty well. Get my other stuff on there, maybe get a little extra beefier ARP studs on everything else too. So should have it going back together in about 2-3 weeks. Have it done, complete.
Oh
Back
yeah.
down to PFI, get it all tuned up again. I'm gonna change up the turbo a little bit. I'm maybe adding a little bit of nitrous. Haven't decided yet.
Yeah, nitrous. That's what's up.
I gotta think about that one. See if I want to,
Well, you was looking at what the Nitrous Express kit.
Yeah, the Safe Shot Nitrous Express. It'll be a 15 to 25 shot.
Right on the turbo.
Yeah, right on the turbo.
Yeah.
So it'd be right on the turbo to cool it down, speed it up, but just small shots, real small.
Probably on a full throttle kit, kind of like I got on the Integra for the nitrous bar.
Oh yeah, so you only activate the throttle all the way in. It'd be on a little sensor switch. Click on immediately, just to give you that extra little push at the end.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we got with the Miata. Like again, this is the 1.6 long nose motor. He's gonna get all these parts coming in. We're gonna try to get this car or the blown Miata motor out, and like you said, switch all the head components and all the accessories over to this motor and slightly build this, and get this one back into the Miata and get that back up and running by Thanksgiving, and then probably same thing here on the Integra. What I decided to do, I got these King thrust washers. I think since I'm building this 1,000 horsepower motor on the side, I'm going to go ahead and just change the thrust washers out on this setup, keep the smoky turbo on here for now, and run with the tune I have. Go ahead and start putting that CSS block together. I still got to go pick that up. I haven't got a chance to get up to PFI here in a minute, but I will make some time, get up there. And I need to go get that CSS block. Again, I got the I-beam Carrillo rods. I'm waiting on my single Wiseco piston to come in so I can match it up with these 3 I have left from that old build where I blew up the motor. So I got 3 Manley rods. I got in the white box, I actually got another single Manley, so I have a complete set of Manley H-beams as a backup, or if a homie or whatever wants to buy them for the low, I got them. But I am going to run the Carrillo I-beam rods with Wiseco -12 cc stock bore, which is the 81 millimeter pistons. I did say I needed new piston rings, so I got a complete set of these Hastings piston rings, which if you look up, do any research, Manley, I'm sorry, not Manley, Supertech, Wiseco, JE, a lot of the people that make pistons run this brand piston ring with their combinations for their rods and pistons, or just the pistons. So that's what I'm going to run on my 1,000 horsepower build. Pretty much all I lack right now for that build, is L19 Evo head studs, ARP for my head, and then I think I have everything else over here. I've got the King race bearings, ATI damper, backup fuel pump, ARP mains, the freshly redone turbo with the billet wheel. I mean, that's just in here kind of hanging out. I got another turbo blanket right here for it in a pack, nice red carbon fiber one. So I got everything I need pretty much, except for the head studs and that one Wiseco piston I ordered from Wiseco themselves. Should be here next couple days. But for the Gingersnap's build. That one coupler we were missing, we finally got that in. Here's a nice 45. That's going to go down here in that space and get us 45'd out. And then we can start working on getting the piping on the other side mocked up, coupling in, clamped up, and then we're going to work on getting the turbo on. So we got the oil feed return hooked up at the bottom. I just need to get the hose plugged in there, and then our oil feed line is sitting here just kind of hanging out ready to get mounted up on the turbo as well. So we'll go ahead and work on that here and get the turbo onto the car. We're going to try to clock it still pretty tight, but we're going to get it clocked, turn it over so the exhaust kind of doesn't dump onto the block, and then we got all the other parts here, all our fittings and all that good stuff. Brakes are also just sitting here. So long story short, I know if anybody's following, you've seen the brakes we had up there on the fenders last time. Well, I got them sitting here on J-Rod's toolbox. I ordered the wrong brakes. So these rotors do not work on an EX or SI model Civic. They're only for CX, HX, and DX. So they're too small. We're going to go ahead and anybody wants them or whatnot, holla at your boy. But otherwise, I guess we'll just pass them on to J-Rod and let him put them on his Berserker when he gets that going. So otherwise, I did order another set of rotors. They're on the way. We'll get them on there, and then all we need to do pretty much is get the axles on, finish up a little bit of wiring. Our welds are going to be done tomorrow. We'll shoot a video as we're doing the welding. We're going to do the weld for the top and the bottom radiator support brackets, and also the bottom intercooler brackets we're going to do. So this should be on the ground and moving around as soon as we get the new rotors in, which will come with brake pads as well. And then we're going to hook a gingersnap up. This is out of the Teg. We got an AEM boost gauge. We'll throw in his. So besides that, we also got the short shifter done. I got the interior is dark in here. This thing is so tinted out. But the short shifter is put into the car. I got underneath there the other day. Got that done. So we're going to focus on getting, the turbo components on, getting wired up, brakes, side skirts, axles. Start putting his bumper. We got some bumper quick releases we're going to put on. Start getting that together, get this car looking solid again. Looking at the fender there, I do need to order a set of the fender lights or whatnot, the turn signals. Probably get the amber ones put in there for them. Wire that up, and this car is so close to getting started up and running. We could feel it. So besides that, getting back on the Integra, I got this rear window visor. It's been really cold here. I actually had it mounted, and the 3M tape does really good down south in nice, hot, humid weather. So I gotta just totally clean this back window, heat that up with a heat gun, get some really good tape adhesive, and put that on there. And again, that's the only thing body-wise I've been really kind of wanting to do in here. We got these two covers that we need to put on the fender for the exhaust, which my WD-40 can's sitting there. One's going on the interior, or not the interior, and the inside, and one goes on the outside. That'll be mounted there. And yeah, man, some thrust washers in here, and then we'll start just cruising around the Teg again, and probably go up and follow Squirt when he takes the Miata for his retune, and just go hang out and drive mine up. Have them maybe pull it in and see if the thrust washer issue solved everything, and maybe just clean it up. But I'm not going to throw the turbo or the ATI super damper, none of that on. We're just going to focus on doing that on the on my big block 1,000 horsepower build. So besides that, appreciate you guys catching up with us, seeing what we got going. Squirt's already getting started on that turbo. we just got some refills on our little propane heater. So, 30 to 60,000 BTUs about to turn back on. We just can't run that loud thing while we're shooting a video and showing you guys what we got going. So, long story short, we're going to get to working. You guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Like the page, subscribe, leave some comments at the very bottom. Scroll down, leave some comments. Talk to us. Talk to us. But in the meantime, we're gonna get back to work. We're gonna get busy. We'll get some updates on what we get done tonight. Again, we're gonna shoot another video tomorrow, getting some welding done. And y'all have a great night. Smoke one, roll one, put one in the air, and peace.